Everybody, and welcome back to Random Redstone. Now, in this episode, we're actually going to be working on something which I think is quite cool, as we are going to be working on a smart door. Now, this isn't like any other kind of door where you literally just press a button and you go through. This door pretty much actually checks everything before it opens. So, if you go in here, you stand on this, press the button, and it sees that it goes through and everything really nice and clearly, like that. Really nice and easy. But it's pretty much a smart door, and it only allows one thing to go through at a time. So, if I had like a villager friend here, there we go. Come on, villager, you're helping me here. Come on, come on. There we go. And I press the button now. You see that nothing's happening whatsoever. You can spam the button as much as you want. Nothing's going to happen whatsoever. There you go. You've been very useful, Mr. Villager. Thank you. Okay, come on. Thank you. But now, even I still press it, and it works now 100%, as it monitors exactly how many people are actually on that actual pressure plate, which is really, really cool. So, how does it work? So, we'll go through the different parts of it, because there's like the two main systems to it. We'll go through this system first. So we have a golden pressure plate here, which is a weighted pressure plate, which means it actually detects how many entities are on it. Very, very useful. So if there's only one entity, then it only goes one forward. If it's two entities, then it goes two forward, and so on. So one entity turns off this torch, which goes up here, and allows this torch to turn on, allowing this piston to go forward and complete the circuit to go through here. I'll talk about that later. But if there's two entities, it goes around here, and it keeps this torch off, because it's powering this block, which turns the torch off. Meaning that this piston pulls back, and it automatically makes it so the block is no longer able to complete the circuit. So, once the block is completing the circuit, you press the button, it goes through this repeater, through the block, through this repeater, and it goes into this like pulse short on a thingy. It then goes along here into this, so pretty much this is a T flip-flop kind of thing. That is pretty much exactly what this is, a T flip-flop. And it goes along here, and then it goes to the two doors. Obviously one has got a torch to make it the opposite. Very, very simple. And if you're making this for a base, then you're probably going to want some way to override it. So if you want to override it, all you need to do is put a repeater going into the piston there, like that, and just press it like that, and then as you'll see, the whole thing's literally just changed sides. You press it again, it changes sides again. So this is a very good kind of like override button. So say you're having tons of people come into your base or something like that, but you only want people coming in, you can have a control room where you've got this override button, which is very, very useful. Just make sure it's not near the contraption, because otherwise literally they could just spam this button and get tons of people going through anyway, which avoids the whole purpose of this machine, which I think is quite cool, because it only allows one person to go through at a time. Even if there's like a block gone down, so say I press, there's a block down and I press it, it won't work. It even actually thinks that these blocks are entities, which they are. Which is very, very cool, because it also stops people from literally just throwing tons of items on there and then pressing the button, trying to trick the system. But if you also throw in one item on there and press the button, it will work. That is 100% true. But if you put an item on there and stand on it yourself, it will not work, which is really, really cool. So this is very good if you actually want to have a machine that controls the amount of people that go through an area. So yeah, it's very, very, very useful machine. We'll go down here, but yeah, so it's a very, very useful machine. If there's one entity, it goes here. If two entities, it goes here, and goes powers through all of that. So yeah, this machine, as I said, very useful for kind of like control of like a base or something like that, and hopefully this actually help you with all your base control, because I know sometimes tons of people that should just go into bases and it's absolutely horrible. So yeah, until next time, bye.